Welcome back to another Death Stranding 2 video. We left off in the last one. We started paving our way through Australia. We met the government known as a guy named as Old Oz or something like that. We met a musician who does a lot of music. We met a lone commander, and we came across our old nemesis, Mr. Higgs. So, yeah. Higgs is back, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we knew that because Higgs was in the, well, I didn't know that was Higgs until I think somebody told me like a couple weeks ago, like, hey, you know that clown-looking guy? Yeah, that's Higgs. I was like, oh. What? That's crazy. I like Dollman waving at you. It's very funny. The Dollman is hilarious. But, yeah, that was Higgs. That was crazy to me. But we fought another boss fight. We won. Obviously, it was a giant, like, spider mech. It was like an octopus mech, actually. Not even a spider mech. Octopus mech. And we won. So, I do have to head back to the musician and do another thing for him.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions. But what makes you think you have a choice?
Oh man, not gonna question that one. Alright. Look at him.
Sam,
Look at him down there.
Another request is ready for
Look
you.
at him.
You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal.
Alright. Well. That's great and all. But I gotta make my way back to the musician because I want to do his sub-order. And because of that, I also want to see if I can get a standard order from here and deliver it to the musician. Yes, deliver newly developed complete food samples. Okay, I can probably write a path, I guess. Do one to here, I guess.
Delivery route finalized.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted. And then this could go to this generator, I guess. And then up, all the way up here. The generator to him.
Delivery route finalized.
Alright. And we can add all the food samples to our thing. I can also get rid of, my other things I got there. Because I'm not going to need them anymore. The assault rifle can be placed in the private locker. Shotgun can be placed in the private locker. I have a lot of ammo. Just having an assault rifle and maybe a pistol with me. So I'm actually quite alright. Alright. We do have memory enhancements. We have a lot of memory now. Strand contract cap boost. Increases the total number of strand contracts Sam can form. Forming a strand contract strengthens your connection with other players, allowing more structures and other objects to be shared. Multiple instances of this enhancement can be applied, further increasing strand contract capacity. So does that mean I can like find a friend and we can do a strand contract and like have each other's same stuff? If I can do that, I might do that with my buddies. PCC flood warnings. Simulates rising water levels and provides food flood warnings as necessary. This enhancement is activated when building structures such as bridges and jump ramps using a PCC. Emergency vehicle charger. Allows SAM battery to supply power to the vehicles, which have fully depleted their charge. Press L3 in a vehicle and supply it with power. Swift Mule postbox hacking. Dramatically reduces the time taken to hack and unlock Mule postboxes. An essential enhancement for retrieval operations when every second counts. Which one did I want to add? It wasn't fast scounter. I think it was this one. Aim assist. That's an important one. And then we might as well do that one. And I have 10, which I don't think anything has 10 to it. I'd be shocked. So I wonder if that's what that means then.
Order accepted.
I do like that I can like kind of edit around my like the skill tree things there. That's actually quite nice. But I did want to see So can I get like actual... Oh, bridge links, strand contracts, new connections. So these are actual players. Oh. So we can have like... I can have bridge links with my friends. And like we can have linked like areas, so I can have like things that I build will show up in his world, I'm assuming. 7 people connected, likes received from other porters, 750, likes given to other porters, 1,411. Max level porter connections formed, 0. Pieces of cargo placed in shared lockers, 0. I'm not really doing any of that. But that would be kind of cool. How would I do that? How would I go about doing that? Oh. Well, there you have it. You guys remember Hayden. I'm going to make a Strand contract. He doesn't have the game yet. Or he has the game, but he's getting a physical edition. So, I'm going to make a Strand contract with him. Now, I think he needs to accept it, I'm assuming. Okay. That's pretty fire. I don't think that was in the other game. I love that. That's awesome. I'll have to let my buddy know. I don't know if he's actively... I don't think he has the game as of right now. I think he is waiting to get the physical edition because he buys a whole lot of... He's a physical collector, so he buys a whole lot more physicals. I have a digital PS5, so I mean physical absolutely means nothing to me, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I understand that you collect physical editions. I actually wouldn't mind doing that now too, but I don't really care that much. I like to collect maybe like statues and stuff, but I don't think physical editions are honestly something I really care to collect. I know, like, I already have enough collections. I collect jerseys from NFL jerseys. Primarily, I have a small collection of Super Bowl jerseys I got. A Matthew Stafford 56 jersey, Kelsey 57, a Mahomes 58, and a Saquon 59. And I'm just buying a new one every year. So that's interesting. So I can form bridge things, which I don't really know anyone else who I'd do a bridge connection with, I guess. I guess if someone sends me like a bridge connection thing, I'll accept it probably. But so if you send me one, I'll probably accept it. I'll probably be playing this game. I want to try and 5-star every single area in this game. I didn't do it in the last one. That's because I didn't want to waste my time doing it, in all honesty with you. But I might do it with this one, because this one kind of... I honestly am having an actual blast playing this game right now. Even more of a blast than I did at playing last game. Alright, man. I'm here for you. Got you, homie. Yep. Yep, let's check the orders.
I can see you took extra care with it.
Awesome. Oh, wow, that got all the way up there.
You're always there just when I need you.
LW shotgun.
Express my gratitude with
A lightweight variant of the MP shell shotgun, capable of being stored as an S-sized piece of cargo. Comes fitted with a light and supports 3 mods of fire, semi-auto, full auto, and burst. So a shotgun that's small. A lightweight, small shotgun. That's awesome. Thanks, man. Oh, music data. A song that can be played in the music player. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if I keep gathering those.
Do you have enough materials?
I do. Thanks. I don't. Appreciate it. Makes it harder for Sam to lose his balance when the skeleton is equipped. That's awesome. Alerts you to enemies attacking you from your blind spots.
The data I've shared is for a new lightweight shotgun. I really wanted to do something to help, and I came across this while searching for some cargo. It's not the sort of thing I need myself, but I thought you might be able to put it to good use. Oh yeah, I have this amazing music sample I'd like to share with you as well. I bet it'll move you like it moved me. When you've got a sec, give it a listen. All right, see ya.
Order completed. Well done.
So, I'm assuming that that's what a bridges contract means. I was just trying to look it up. Activity record. Oh. Total likes received from NPCs 14,000. Biotes eaten 6. Biote species eaten 1. There's different biotes? Ape has enhancements developed 16. 10 areas connected to the number of legend evaluations. 3 out of 400. Orders completed 19. Huh. Enemies knocked out 35. Enemies killed 0. I hope they keep that at 0. Mechanical enemies defeated 1. Who was that? BTs defeated 9. Giant BTs defeated 1. Huh. I always love when there's like gameplay statistics. It's really fun. Likes received for structures. No one's liked my structures, man? Come on, guys. I got a couple of ladders out there, man. I feel like I feel like that's kind of mean, guys. Like, seriously, bro. I think that's what... I might have to look that up. We'll see. Alright, let's activate and do his sub-order. Recover the stolen record collection.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Okay. I should have what I need, so I don't really think I need to fabricate any equipment. I can look at what he gave me, though. Yeah. I can do... Oh, look at this. Okay. Allows Sam's active skeleton to automatically adjust his posture, making it harder for him to lose his balance. A temporary override of the skeleton's control algorithm has allowed its movement to be optimized. Listen, there it is. Displays a warning to alert you to melee attacks launched from your blind spots. Attack patterns from various melee combat logs have been analyzed in order to develop this early warning system. Okay, what I wanted to do is do that one. Okay. Let's go.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright, I'll leave this here, because I gotta go back here. So I'm probably gonna end up using... Oh, look, someone's already did it. Nice, bro.
Hey, man. This one's for you.
There, he deserves that. Appreciate you, bro. I am desperately gonna use this, man. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. Alright. I can rappel down. Okay. How much more line do I got? Okay, I'm probably good here. What is that? Is that on the map? Oh, that's that thing in the middle of the water. Warning, giant tar lake. Oh, thanks. I suppose it is a tar lake. I called it a water, but... Oh, this is inside the giant fucking... Is that where the next gate's gonna be? How are you supposed to get anything out there if that's where the gate's gonna be? Oh, that's nuts. Okay. Where's this guy's thing? I will always give you guys likes. I say you guys, but that person will probably never heard me, or probably never will hear me. Who really knows? Alright, grab the stuff for the musician. A model of a mythical creature for the lone commander. Ah. Alright, I got you, man. Let me get this shit.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Uh-huh. I said it's pretty easy to kind of walk along these things. I'm assuming that almost everybody that fucking has a thing here will thing. I might put one there then for Hayden. Maybe I'll put an extra one there. Nah, I'm sure someone will have one there. I mean, it's a pretty... To get to this musician's things, it's a pretty useful thing to have, so I'm sure somebody will have placed it there on his thing, too. You don't even really need it, because you can go up that way that I'm currently looking at right there. But It's probably easier to just use the thing. Yeah, everyone's used it. Alright, I appreciate you, my guy. I'm gonna use your thing again. Up we go. And place the cursor over a watch on the map screen and press... Okay, I don't need to worry about that. I'm not gonna ever use that. Up we go. Oh, I didn't know I could rappel and climb. Okay, we'll throw that back out there. I have this guy's stuff, so he's alright. How's your stuff, my guy?
Hey, Sam, I've been waiting for you. This... Okay.
Awesome.
Holy crap! You really are a pro.
I am indeed. New music.
Something about the way you work is just
Shotgun
inspiring.
MP level 2, an
So I wanna give
upgraded
you this data.
version of the MP shell shotgun. Boasts a greater ammo capacity, larger clip size, and greater stopping power than its level 1 predecessor. In addition to flashlight, this model has also come with a dot sight and an MP shell grenade launcher. Supports 3 modes of fire: semi-auto, full auto, and burst. And also more music. I'll have to read that music when I listen to that music when I got time.
Do you have enough materials?
Yeah, I do. Thanks, man.
Displaying your current porter grade.
Thank you.
You are incredible. And with talents like those, you might even catch their eye. The Tar-like twins, that is. I went and shared another music sample with you, by the way. If you can, I would love it if you had a listen.
The Tar-like twins?
That's right. Or so I've heard. They live on the edge of a tar lake to explore the limits of what a human being can handle. Only interested in meeting exceptional folks capable of pushing said limits. Sadly, nobody has come along that fits the bill. Makes for an interesting story, huh? Which has me wondering, what kind of person would be good enough? Yeah, got it from a kindred spirit in the UCA. Stuff that'll hit you right in the ha. A classic tune. When you head back to your room, have a listen. For real, you'll be hooked.
Alright, see you later, my guy.
Again, thank you so much, Sam. It's weird, though. How did something I know I'd stored safely end up in a place like that? Anyway, you might want to keep an eye on your own stuff. Take care, and please come back soon.
I will, my friend. I'll actually take an order for you to,
Well done.
take an order to... cache of high output transformers. You have no order to go there. Okay, well, then I'm not gonna do anything for you, dude. Sorry. Can't believe who the thief was. Huh? What was this? Where the fuck am I social? There you go. Can't believe who the thief was. Take a look at this. See those weird mouse-like creatures hauling that container? They snuck into my shelter and helped themselves to my stuff. Turns out it wasn't human that had been stealing from me after all. I don't really know what's going on here. Just be careful, right? Oh, it's those fucking guys. Few comments. Do you think this might be a result of anomalies in local environment? I've heard of Mullen syndrome causing people to steal cargo, but I didn't know it could affect animals. I don't know what's causing it, but those little buggers aren't getting into my shelter. I can tell you that much. We need to be careful, that's for sure. Those things are dangerous. Definitely best to keep our distance. Okay, interesting. Alright, I found some lost cargo to give to these guys here. So I can give this to them. Got you.
Gimme. Found some of our missing
Yeah,
stuff?
yep, I missed some of your, yeah, I got some of your missing stuff.
We've made some great strides in our
Vehicle
research,
data. A
thanks
vehicle
to
component
you.
that increases battery
If it's
capacity.
alright,
Can be fitted to
we'd
both the
like you to have
tri-cruiser
this.
and pickup off-roader. Multiple units can be equipped to further the maximum distance of the vehicle can travel. That's pretty flickin' flames. I love that. I'll make one of those now.
Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This data I'm sharing is for a battery unit that can be fitted onto your vehicles. It'll significantly increase the battery capacity, and you can equip multiple units too. If you're planning to head out on an extended trip, you do well to make use of them.
That was my water
Why
bottle, by the way.
use them well the next time you feel like customizing one of your rides. Might help to keep you out of strife on the road ahead.
Normally I mute my mic when I take a drink, but I just didn't end up doing it that time, I guess. You don't have anything, do they? No. Oh. That's all the way up by the gate. Huh. I might have to do some of these air things myself. At some point. I'm not going to worry about it now. Use the monorail. Transfer cargo and vehicles via rail or hop on board yourself. Oh, I can safely dispose of corpses in other areas now, too. Okay, I know about shared lockers. I didn't actually want that. What I wanted was fabrication and management. I wanted to fabricate one of the batteries if I could. How do I do that? How do I get a battery? Do I have to put it on the vehicle here? Maybe? Maybe not. I don't really know. That's alright. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's get the main order now. From up here. Yeah. Oh, I ran into the wall. That's not good. Alright. No, I don't want to rest. What's the next, thing?
So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott.
Okay.
After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail.
Ooh.
As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
I will indeed, don't worry. I gotcha. Restore the monorail and deliver special alloys.
Alright, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Alright. Well,
Commencing route creation.
suppose... Can we go through here? Maybe not. Maybe I'll go all the way up here. Well... No, I don't need to go. I don't need to cover the water. I can go here. And then probably go directly here. And that is what I'll do.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
It's alright, I won't need them. Put that on my back. Put that on my back. Put that on my back. Let's head out. They should be able to just go on the vehicle at least. So I shouldn't have a problem with that. Alright. Let's get moving. Alright, I'll start my journey there and I'll talk to you guys in a...
There's another port.
Hey!
Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
I like their things. Bye guys. Can I like your stuff too? Do they give me their stuff as well? No, they're both the same thing. I don't want their stuff though, but cool. Thanks guys. See you guys later. Always love running into other porters. The giant octopus was weird. I recovered the records of the mech that Higgs summoned and shared the data with Drawbridge. It's really weird. It's like it's not a machine at all. The tech is using is totally new to me. What the hell is it? Oh, he's got to leave lakes. Looks like it's got tar inside. Is that what powers it? How is it controlled? So many mysteries. Here's hoping our combined efforts can unravel them. Local porters, we can make deliveries thanks to you. Thanks, Sam. The chiral network you set up has been massive help in finding safe delivery routes. We're using the paths you carved out and the structures you built. You'll never know how grateful we are. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the local porters, man. Always got to appreciate the local porters. Potential gatequake detected. Aw, shit. Is that really a problem for me where I'm at, though? It's not like any rocks are going to fall on me.
Gatequake detected. Intensity. G-scale. 7.
Is there a spot that'll be easier to cross? Probably about right here. Yeah, come on, we got this. There we go. Hell yeah. Alright, I thought we wouldn't have access to the network out here, but we do. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have a network connection out here. That makes a lot more sense, but we're at the mine anyway, so. Mine north of F1. Alright. Add. Alright, there we go. All the materials to reset this thing here. Alright.
Well done, Sam.
Thanks, doll man.
I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials?
Let's do it. Materials required for mining. 2,000 chiral crystals. I do not have 2,000 chiral crystals. Can it possibly give me the chiral crystals I need to do this? I don't... How do I look at... Where do I look at my chiral crystals? How many chiral crystals do I have on me? I don't know where to see this. You use them on transport cargo and vehicles via rail or hop aboard yourself. What am I supposed to do, though? I'm supposed to bring materials, ain't I? Mine for materials at the mine north of F1. I can't. I don't have enough chiral crystals. I need 2,000. How much do I have? This one gives me special alloys. Isn't that what the other one gave me? I need one that gives me metal. Okay, let me take the monorail then, over here. Load vehicle. Get on and off monorail. Dispatch. So cargo must be removed. Special alloys 480 times 10 is not on the board. And container bound for Westport not. Are you sure you want to set off? Oh no. Load cargo. Oh, there's nothing. Everything's on me. Shouldn't I just be fine? I load my vehicle. I don't need to load it. I'll keep it here. No, actually, I'm gonna load it. Dispatch. Okay, well, we're taking the monorail back. Even though I don't have the materials I need, unfortunately. I could just jump off? Yeah, okay, we probably won't be doing that, but that's interesting that I can do that. I need 2,000 chiral crystals to be able to actually use that? It's a little absurd, don't you think? Where am I going to get that many chiral crystals? I don't know if I have that many on me actively. I used the last time. I don't know. Hello, other one. I only wish there was maybe a way to skip this. To just have it be like kind of a fast travel, but I guess I don't know. Not that big of an issue, I guess. I only bring my vehicle with me because I don't want it to disappear. That's the only reason that came with me. But I don't have 2,000 chiral crystals sitting in the thing. Where am I gonna get 2,000 chiral crystals? Do you think that would have been like given to me to be able to actually do this stuff with? I don't know. I feel like that should have been a thing, but whatever, I guess. So I'm assuming I have to build the other monorails to get to other places. Other towns, at least, or mines. Okay, I need chiral crystals. Store. I don't want to recycle. You guys have... I have 1,400 chiral crystals in there. I need those for me. How do I take those out? Claim materials, okay. Claim materials. I want to claim every single chiral crystal we got. It's all got to come with me. And I might have to go search for more. And that is the only problem. Load vehicle. Put that back in there. Load myself. Dispatch. Alright, back I go. Alright, we're here. Do I still not have enough chiral crystals, I'm assuming? I don't. I need 2,000 chiral crystals. Oh my lord, where am I gonna find more chiral crystals? Oh look, they're getting their materials, man. What do they need me for? Oh. I found where I'm gonna get the chiral crystals from. You know what? I'm never giving anybody kind of Kyro crystals again unless I need to give Kyro crystals to be able to, like, make something. Oh.
Lost it there. Just like that.
I did almost lose it. Okay, we just need to get a whole bunch of this stuff. Liquefied natural gas. We can carry that with me too, I suppose. Come with me, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna go around and pick some of these up, and I'll run back over there. I'm just gonna get a shit ton of these. All right, so I have more than enough now to be able to do what I need to do. And let's mine. I wouldn't have actually went and taken any if I didn't know I didn't. I love that there's a lot of Kyro crystals outside these mines then. That is pretty amazing. Mining materials, hell yeah.
Very good.
You guys need to be loaded on the monorail.
Load the extracted
Materials onto the monorail, thank you. So I need 2,000 Kyro crystals every time I do that, then, huh? Alright. Let me go there. Load cargo. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And boom. I'm gonna load all of that. Select. Confirm. Okay. Load vehicle. Alright. Get myself on there and dispatch. There we go. I have the other one for my vehicle. Alright, we'll meet you guys over there. Alright, here we are.
Cargo transported by the monorail has been...
Deliver and report. Private locker contains cargo designated for delivery to this facility. Deliver this cargo as well? Yes. Alright, there we go. There's everything you guys need. Holy Jesus, that's a lot of stuff.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome. With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought.
Hell yeah.
Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
A highly customizable battery-powered truck that can carry large amounts of cargo. While it can navigate any kind of surface, the pickup off-roader will perform... I didn't get to finish reading. Best on paved roads. Be aware that the battery will drain very quickly when the pickup off-roader is in water. The pickup off-roader will also short-circuit when struck by electrical attacks, rendering it temporarily unusable.
It's like a dream come true, this showing up on our doorstep. We'd written it off, but you made our day.
Got you. Alright.
It feels as though we're always leaning on you for support. Please allow us to return the favor with this data.
Floating carrier level 2. A floating tractor cart that can be loaded with cargo and attached to the waist or attached to one other carrier. Consumes Kyro crystals while in use. Floating carriers can also be used as a mode of transport. This version can be loaded with up to 900 kilograms of cargo, far outperforming its level 1 predecessor. Awesome. Alright.
Just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, I don't care. Tuh. Servicemanship went up a lot. Holy. Issues aid requests automatically. Uses timefall to recharge Sam's battery. Okay. Expert mover level 2.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
Oh, what's this? Oh, sunglasses. Cool. I'm not gonna wear them, but cool. Lord A local resident have shared the following items. Sunglasses Pinot 01. Sunglasses released as part of the Gentle Monster 2024 collection. They're notable for their balanced structure, square shape, and simple black frame. The temples are adorned with iconic metal detailing, fitted with special lenses that block direct and reflect sunlight.
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself. It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle, boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too, attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts.
Are there other monorail lines?
Sure. The monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about.
Alright.
We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Alrighty. I'll make my way there.
Well done.
Thanks very much for everything.
I will always support you.
The monorail's back in business. I just saw that for a second before I started going into here. Not bridge links. Monorail back in business. The dreams come true. We can use the monorail to transport huge quantities of cargo materials, even vehicles. This is just the first step, though. If we keep restoring this continent's transport network, people and goods will soon be zipping around again just like they used to. Blue Esperate. To restore the monorail track, just contribute the necessary materials to the track layers. You'll find these attached to the monorail pillars. Once you've restored a section of the track, you can use it to zip line to the zoom from one track layer to another. Zipping around is a good way to transport the materials to track layers down the line. It's also a good way of getting around when you're making regular deliveries out, so be sure to try it out. The monorail can be used to transport raw materials from the mine, right? That's going to make restoring the roads a whole lot easier. Nice, it's almost like Stranding never happened. That porter's giving this continent a new lease on life. Well done. Thanks. Appreciate it, guys. I really do. Alright, up to the bridge we go.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with a BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
Ignore my clicking of my mouse. Alrighty. Time for some good sleep. Beautiful day outside. Get on up. We don't sleep till evening on this boat. We only work during the day and we sleep at night, baby.
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well. Visit the delivery terminal in West Fort Knott to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Can I read? Examine table. Read book. You read some Moby Dick, why don't you? Oh.
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
Photo of Tarman, maybe later. You'll give it to him now.
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son? Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. You want to hear the story?
Sure.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named her. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Strip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop. You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Stop! And just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him. At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
Huh. So what is with the cat? It's not his son reborn. That's what I thought at first when I first saw the cat floating up after that, but then he said it's not, so... Interesting. Okay. Can I still read a book? Alright, let's actually read a book this time.
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whale bone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference.
I was trying to read. It would have been preferred if you didn't talk the entire time I was trying to read. I wonder if they have different books then, and I'll be able to kind of hear a little story on all of them. Never knew that. I've never read Moby Dick, so I guess I have no fucking idea. But take a drink, like we always do. Alright. I get another one. Just to make sure that we got our... I can skip this. I don't need to keep watching it every time. I'm sorry. We have everything up to the boost. Might as well drink the other one. I mean, I don't know why I sit here and not drink if it'll get my stuff all the way back up, all the way to full. Customized look. What do I got here now? Oh, the sunglasses. I don't care. I use the toilet and shower. Hello. Alright, hopping in the shower. We don't need to watch this entire thing every time.
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart. Nothing like a warm shower.
Okay, thanks. Anything
There
else?
are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on before. My understanding is that they're called chiral creatures, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Apparently, they will drain your batteries if you come into contact with them. There may be other deleterious effects for all we know. And really, you shouldn't be bothering them anyway. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's not like they drop coins when defeated. I don't really...
Okay, I didn't mean to talk to you again. I knew you didn't have anything else to say, but I fucking pressed talk anyway. Alright, let's go to the surface. Anything new with the flashbacks? I wonder if this is the maybe the mother then?
Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
I'm not entirely sure, I guess. I guess we'll find out more as the game goes along. Love how Dollman has nothing to say about any of these now. My vehicle should still be down there, the way so what I'm using, the Sally Carrera's thing. should also get some new boots on. I can do that right now, actually. On cargo management. Put these bandit boots on. They match my outfit, though. I don't know if they won't last as long as transporter boots, but I mean, it's all right. I can use them for as long as they do.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery.
I wonder who that's gonna be.
I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Alright. Take on orders. Deliver all terraforming equipment to Rainbow Valley. Alright. Okay, well I can go over here. And then this will be pretty small, so I can probably go up. There's BTs over there, but I think I'm gonna follow the water. If I'm being honest with you. I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna go. I should be able to follow the water and end up all the way back over here.
Delivery route finalized.
So I should really be able to avoid most of these BTs. At least that's going to be my route, because I'm not just going to go right through here. I might as well just follow the water, because the water's going to bring me up that way anyway, so. That's what I think I'm going to do. Plus, look at all this fucking shit I gotta take. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we might as well take out the new, pickup off-roader and give that a try, eh?
Vehicle customization services now available.
Okay, thank you. Vehicle customization, fabricate components, battery unit, fabricate. I can make 2 battery units. We'll only make 1 for now. I don't know what the actual thing is. It is change decals, new bridges, whatever that is. Fragile Express handled with love. Porter. I don't know what this is. These episodes. I don't know. DHV Magellan. We'll do drawbridge, and then change colors to like olive gray, I guess. Olive drab, because that's like the closest thing I can get to. Oh, maybe we'll do all red, baby. Or maybe red and blue. Or red and Snow White. Maybe we should try it the other way. Yeah, that looks better. Alright. Let's take from garage. APAS enhancements. Auto aid request. A device that analyzes your current situation and automatically issues aid requests to provide support for the next order. Whether or not aid will be received depends on the goodwill of your fellow porters, but aid requests have been known to lead to new connections, online use only. Timefall generator. Recharges Sam's battery during periods of timefall. Its design is based on the solar generator, but has been improved for slightly better efficiency. I haven't really gone on and done anything over here. Maybe I should. But everything over here seems so much more valuable to me. I don't need a proximity alarm right now, at least. The timefall generator. Maybe we'll do this one. Okay. Okay, I should have put some of these in that. Whatever. Doesn't matter anymore. We'll put it in there as we get in there. Alright, this is the truck. The truck was always something I used in the first game. This is a different style of truck, so I'm interested to see. It's probably just going to be the same as the truck, but.
Thank you.
Cargo management. We'll put all this in the truck. There we go. Alright. Accelerate, reduce. We can drift? I didn't even know we could drift. Yeah! Yeah! We're drifting now. This has pretty good battery, so I'm not gonna be too worried about it running low on battery. That's pretty nice. Oh, it's already raining. Great. Well, I suppose we'll make our way all the way over to whoever the hell it is we're going to. Alright, well, I made it here with no real issue. I ran into a BT area, but I didn't end up meeting any BTs, so...
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders.
Alright. I got you. There you go, people. Got all your delivery requests right here. Hopefully, I don't have to go through anymore. Well, I should be able to just follow the river. Again. That's what worked, so.
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam?
Glen Rain?
And does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here.
There we go.
The cargo's in fine condition. Perfect, even.
Help us bring Australia into the network. Complete episode 3 drawbridge.
We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future.
Let's hope
The
so.
next step involves the Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
Alright. Happy Valley, baby. That's what it was called, right? I don't remember. Very sad if I got that wrong. Hell yeah. Another area in the network. There you go, new strand established. Rainbow, oh, it's Rainbow Valley, not Happy Valley, Rainbow Valley. So I mean, yeah, close enough. Where's the next area we're supposed to go to? How do I get up where that mine is? How do I get that in the grid? Whoa, weapon data. Tar cannon. A device primarily used to extinguish fires by dousing them with a jet of decontaminated tar, but which can also knock humans unconscious and suppress smaller enemies. Deploy the cannon to fix it to the ground and replenish its tar supply. But be warned, when the tar it expels has restorative effects on catchers. Okay, well, I have no reason to use it on PTs, but alright.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs.
The terraforming initiative?
This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared and serenaded, until all that beautiful life fell prey to sudden desertification. We swore to do everything in our power to bring back what was lost. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect what little we have on our own.
The town down below.
You've probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings. Places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs. Still, at least the Exodus went to plan. There are no void outs at any rate.
Tar cannons.
Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. While fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive.
Okay.
Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again, however long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
Yeah, let me
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
jump over the water then. Okay. Come on, buddy. People probably put up ladders there before. But all I need is this one here.
Thank you, kindly.
Thank you kindly. That was crazy. Look, you saw how small it was before? Just look how big it got just like that. That's cool. Does it keep growing as we sit here? Probably, it probably won't grow any bigger than this. I don't know how big these flooded rivers get, but still really cool. But this guy has a perfect fucking ladder placement here, so appreciate you, my guy. We gotta make our way up here, though, so. It's just over here, so. I do wonder who the heck this is going to be. If it's somebody we know, or somebody we haven't met yet. And just get all you guys. Come here. Hell yeah. Hello. Oh no. Great. Now I get copyrighted again. Thanks, game.
Talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job, those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling, but there's one thing I know: the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me.
Time Pod 30 as an effector. Okay.
You think I spooked her?
I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
It won't be long till happiness steps up.
Interesting. Is she the reason it was raining?
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
Great. Well, now I get to deal with another copyright, because the song's got to stay in there, doesn't it? I don't... Is there a way to turn copyright music off in this game? I have no idea if there was or not. Audio settings... There isn't. I wasn't gonna do it anyway because I just feel like it was gonna ruin the game if I did. Just be honest here. But there isn't a way to turn them off, so just kind of have to deal with it. Jesus, get down them stairs, man! Get down them stairs. It's not timefall. I think you'll be alright. Oh, look at him move his arm up. Little doll man. Oh.
Thanks for coming,
Rainy.
Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainy.
You too, little man.
That's some kind of a trick for dealing with timefall.
Rainy, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
Huh. Episode 4, Raindrops. Now I gotta do another Raindrop song for my copyright's sake.
Fragile. Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainy. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
Is able to travel once more. Okay. Was it not able to before? Now I'm a little confused. So we didn't do much work since the last time you slept, but I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it.
Sam, Charlie here. You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by accessing the delivery terminal in Rainbow Valley.
Alright. Take on the main order in Rainbow Valley. This felt all very quick and sudden. Eat one of them suckers. I don't know where I'm at in somewhat of the soda or the drink. So I'm gonna drink this one, and then if I skip it, I can't see it. I didn't really do much running, I guess, so I shouldn't be that far down. It won't tell me because I didn't do much running at all. Let's use the toilet and the shower. Get ourselves in there and take ourselves a nice warm shower. How come he never wants to hit cold, huh? What's wrong with cold? I like a good cold shower once in a while. Especially on very hot days. Back in football training camp for college football, Jesus, dude, some of those hot days, I would always take a cold shower. And man, that felt so good.
Nothing like a warm...
Okay.
I was glad to see Rainey in such high spirits. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. A pity that her child shows no similar signs of development.
It's unfortunate.
Rainey used to be much more quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people. Dolls, too. It was singing and dancing that got her to open up. I'm something of a performer myself, though I've never showed anyone. The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard work. And thanks to you and me, those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet.
Okay. That's good to know. Anything else I need to know? Doesn't look like it. What is it? Oh, it's morning, it looks like. Alright, let's go to the surface. There we go. Onwards and upwards, baby. Onwards and upwards. I don't know if we're going upward anywhere, but we're going up in episode numbers. So that's a good one. There seems to be a lot of vehicles here. Oh, my vehicle's all the way over there. Alright, we'll make sure to go grab my vehicle. I feel like a ladder from here to there is also in order. If I could stop moving, please, that'd be great. Let's see if I can build one like this, though. Can I? That would fall right there. Combine ladders. That would go right here. Hell yeah. I know there's a ladder over there and a ladder right here. At least this one, like, Hayden would be able to use. So, I love this idea of a multiplayer, just being able to help out your friends with, like, different areas and shit. Like, if I start building the roads while Hayden's playing, he'll have a bunch more roads and shit. That'd be awesome. Fucking love that stuff. Activate the terminal.
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
Take on order. Deliver the test subject kangaroo to the animal shelter.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odra deck to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique.
I have a standard issue animal carrier.
Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you.
Okay, so I probably won't need to take a
Time
vehicle.
to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
So I'm gonna go put my vehicle away in the DHV Magellan. Yeah, that's gonna be really annoying to take a vehicle through, I suppose. So I'll probably run to this one. It's not a very far go or anything. That must be the next facility I have to get to. I'd expect. I'm not really sure. I wonder how the monorails work, though. There's auto paver, auto paver. Where would the monorails go? I don't know, because I don't think there's an area. I thought maybe they'd go to the western environment, maybe the Smoke Hills mine. I guess the Smoke Hills mine is kind of a small mine, so I guess it makes sense it wouldn't be there. What about this area here? What's all this? The area we'll get to eventually. Huh. I don't know, I'm just looking at everything. Just being that way, I suppose. Anything over there? I'm assuming the only spot... Well, if we connect all this... Oh. I wonder what that is. Huh. I don't know, I'm just viewing the map because why not, I guess. Alright, well, we will draw our route. Alright. What is an animal carrier? Do I just have that on my back? What is on my back? My rifle is on my back. Why is it there? I have no idea. Okay, anything that's like only 20 or 40 I can buy. That's only 25. We'll get the flood warning.
Order accepted.
Alright, we're gonna go put my vehicle in the thing over here. This vehicle is not... We don't have an all-terrain truck yet. This one is awful. I mean, it's fine to drive, but it's kind of bad on terrain, so I'm not going to take it on terrain anymore. A rough terrain, so... It's fine to get up here, but... We'll put it in the, I don't want to rest. We'll put it in the garage here. Facility storage. Assuming they have a garage. Do they not have a garage? Wait, huh? Oh, yes, we do. I was gonna say, wait, where do I... Store in garage. Okay, I don't need to watch it get stored. Alright. My rifle, for some reason, is on my back. So let's put it back on the tool belt. And let's get running to our objective. We got 30 minutes to do so he should be alright. I'm sure it won't take us actual 30 minutes to do this, but just gotta be careful. I do have to, however, get new boots, but that'll be something I can worry about next time. I just wanted to make sure I got my vehicle stored in there for later use. Come here, you little bums.
What in the world?
What the fuck?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network.
I'm going.
Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
I happen to forget my ladders. So, this is what we're gonna do. Are you kidding me? Why could I not double jump? How come I can only double jump when it seems unsatisfactory for me? It's really getting annoying. Alright, we got forest fires coming in. Huh? Okay, let's go. I'm gonna personally ignore the animals on the ground. The animals that should be in the water or in the tar on the ground. Is that what's coming down?
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
I can't. I have to be here, unfortunately. Dark meter. Thanks, man. Let me try this out. I'm gonna pick it up. I might need this for this little guy up here. Thank God I didn't take a vehicle. That would have been very bad. Find me a way through. I'm like a frickin' firefighter out here, baby. Let's go. Alright, little kangaroo, I'm coming.
I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport.
I'm gonna get shit back in here. Alright, let go. It's alright, buddy. It's alright. That's an animal carrier?
To make our getaway.
How much is this gonna weigh now? Oh, not actually bad, you know? For sure we thought it'd be worse. Alright, I need this though. Come on. Alright, here we go. You'll be okay in there, Mr. Kangaroo. I got you, home dog. We could have taken the rocks, but that's alright. I'll leave this right here for anybody else. There you go, folks. Highly doubt you'll need it actually right there, but you're gonna live with it being there.
This was marked as a dangerous.
I'd like my gun back on my thing.
We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Let's keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen.
Yes, I'm actively working on trying to get out of here and not dying. Thanks. Ow, caught myself a little bit on fire, but that's alright. Jesus. Alright, let's jump through here before I start on fire. Come on. This was certainly not a nice thing for you to do, game. Really didn't know I was going to have this much problems getting there. Well, that was one of the little animals I saw. What is it exactly that is falling from the sky? Those are questions to answer. Those are answers to questions I'd love to know. Alright, please tell me right here is it.
I'm still not sure how we survived that. Anyway, we have a Cupid to connect, right?
Yes, we do. Alright, there seems to be the animal shelter. Hell yeah. This fucking kangaroo is heavy. I tell you what. Animal shelter, there we are, let's go.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted.
I got a whole bunch of shit for them.
Be advised that usage is restricted.
Hey guys, a bunch of lost cargo and a kangaroo to deliver to you. How a kangaroo got out of an underground facility, nobody will ever know. But that's not my problem anymore.
Ah, you must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
I got you. I like how Dollman's arms work, but apparently his legs don't. Or maybe his legs just can't, like, support him? I don't really know how that works. Sure, he can move his legs. I don't know, this is none of my concern. New strand established. Be connected. Animal shelter staff. Hell yeah. Fire was a real pain in the ass, let me tell you what. Alright. Weapon data. Decoy hollow grenade. A grenade that produces a decoy hologram to draw enemy attention. Must be activated manually once thrown. The hologram produces will depend on what the nearby enemy is doing. Can be stored in grenade pouch. Interesting. Memory upgrade. How are you in the rain?
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the timefall came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the timefall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother.
Hi there. You're safe.
But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
I'm sorry.
We need to leave right now.
Please.
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainy, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me?
What the fuck? Why did you do that?
I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet.
Oh my god.
I'm here for you. For both of you.
So you can restore things with the rain?
I'll be your umbrella.
Instead of damaging them?
And together we'll show the world the hope in your rain. Come on. Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold? Come on.
You love to see it.
Thank you. That was quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now.
This is a test subject kangaroo to the animal shelter.
Seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell.
Music data. Story of Rainy. Music data. Something my wood kid.
I still struggle to believe you've done so much for us. How do you do it? I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Of course.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I am now an export transporter. Hell yeah.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like.
Ooh.
By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers.
She doesn't sound Australian. Maybe she is. I don't know. What's so special about this kangaroo?
Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject. It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations.
Alright, nice.
Dear Sam, you really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding, and once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHV Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainy and her talents.
Surprised some of these guys are able to would be alive at all, considering that, you know, most animals would go out in the rain and just end up killing them, wouldn't you think? I guess I don't know. Which ones are the most damaged? This one. Alright. Oh, I do want to create some more. Make another one. Alright, transporter boots. Attached to boot clip. Awesome. I don't think there's anything else I need. Alright.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Hey, buddy. Hey, get your music out of here, bro. We're not doing this, man. Jesus. All right, we now have 6 people on board. All right, and back in we go.
When she's outside, Rainie's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5 meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed.
I didn't even look at her hands.
Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
Maybe. Maybe. Who really knows? I'm trying to wipe a notification off my phone. And I couldn't fucking do it, apparently. I'm just fucking sleeping. I get fucking 75% of the day left, and I'm just fucking sleeping it off. Of course it is.
Happy to hear that a request has come in which will take you to your next destination. Unfortunately, no nearby facilities have the capacity to prepare the cargo. So it's going to be a long-distance delivery from Westport Knot instead. Moreover, this request requires you to transport a large quantity of cargo. Careful consideration will need to be given to your route and your means of traversing it.
Fuck.
You'll also need to think about what equipment you might need. Only then should you commit to a plan of action. Access
thankfully.
Just open your ring terminal and select chart course to request transport.
Alright, we gotta head back towards Fort Knot City. It's alright. That's exactly what we'll do. You just drink all of these bad boys. What about reading a book? Is there another book I can read? Or is it going to read Moby Dick again? Oh, I read a different book. Okay.
On a dark night in May 1816, 3 men and 2 women found themselves confined to a villa on the shore of Lake Geneva. A catastrophic volcanic eruption had wrought havoc on the global climate, and a relentless rain hammered down outside. With little else to do, the occupants of the villa decided to compose ghost stories, and it was on this fateful night that a woman named Mary penned what would become Frankenstein. Mary, who was only 18 years of age, had already lived a tumultuous life. She was engaged in an affair with the poet Percy Bysshe Shelley at the time, whom she would later go on to marry. A dramatic retelling of these events was committed to film prior to the Death Stranding. Titled Mary Shelley, it stars Elle Fanning in the lead role. Now, where have I heard that name before?
I don't know. This is somebody that I'm supposed to know? Maybe. I guess I have no fucking idea. Kangaroo's feeling better. Here's a kangaroo Sam rescued. Isn't she doing well? We're still running tests on her, but the early signs are good. We can never thank Sam and Drawbridge enough. Happy animals for the win. Awesome. That's great to hear. We could learn a lot from kangaroos. After all, they only move forwards, never back. Roos are an Australian icon. I'm glad someone putting in the hard work to make sure they're taken care of. Thanks, Drawbridge. Okay, well, hold on. I gotta go back to the thing. Hold on. Grassroots activities. I made it rain at a few facilities I visited with Drawbridge, and we're already starting to see the results. Now I want to bring the rain to a lot more places. Even a little bit helps. Here's to bringing nature back to life. Glenn Rain, nice work, Rainey. I'll keep praying for Drawbridge's continued success. Animal shelter staff, amazing. The animals look pretty happy to hear this, too. Okay, awesome. I did want to go look at the thing outside before I decided to travel, though. Before we do that, let's get a nice shower in, eh? Get on in there, Mr. Frickin' Sam Porter Bridges. Or should I say Norman Reedus? I don't know if there's anything like specific to each shower animation. I think we've seen all the different shower animations, and unless there's something crazy to happen, I don't think we're okay to not have to worry about it. Oh man, what do you got to say, buddy?
Woo-hoo-hoo! Looking clean as a...
Okay, cool. What else do you got to say?
I was looking into the conditions that led to the bushfire we escaped. It seemed to have been caused by a phenomenon known as chiral cinders. Unlike other items washed up by the currents, cinders violently erupt from the tar and soar through the sky before crashing to the ground. This phenomenon has been observed across the continent and has led to an increase in bushfires. It's one more potential threat to keep an eye out for.
Interesting.
Ever wanted to learn more about the various creatures housed at the animal shelter, Sam? Well, there's a speaker outside the facility that they use to broadcast updates. Might be good to check in on some of the animals we've taken there once in a while.
I am interested to go look at that.
I'm so glad that we were able to save that kangaroo's life. It's easy to forget
Bro has
that
working
humans
thumbs,
aren't
too.
the only creatures affected by the Death Stranding. Protecting our remaining wildlife isn't just the right thing to do. It can also help us to better understand how the environment has changed. Rainey was a vision to behold. To put out that fire so effortlessly. Her powers are incredible, don't you think? The kangaroo you rescued is currently being cared for and studied at the animal shelter. You know, if you ever want to stop by and see how it's doing, I wouldn't object.
I don't think you would.
Are you curious how I maintain my youthful appearance? It's because Rainey lets me shower in her core fall from time to time.
You're a doll. I guess you stop yourself from breaking. Look at him wave. Look at him wave. Oh, he's an adorable guy. Anything else I need to do? Okay. I want to go to the surface right now, because I do want to go check out the little animal shelter here. So let's go do that. I wonder if it's going to show things I've already seen or not. Oh, no, it's not. What is this? Huh?
That seemed like a child.
Yeah, that was confusing. What was that? What am I seeing? Stuff is surely strange. Okay. I wonder if I can carry stuff from their stuff here. How do I go see the animal shelter?
Why don't you let the DHV Magellan take you to your next destination? Return to the ship and chart a course once you're safely aboard.
Is it over
You'll
here?
arrive in no time at all. Then again, if you walk there, it would give you the opportunity to pick up other orders.
If I wasn't recording, I would certainly do that, but since I am recording... Oh, I can look over here. Oh! There he is, look at him. Mr. Kangaroo. How you doing? I'm gonna like my kangaroo.
Thanks for the help. Thank you, Kyle.
Look at him. What's up, bro? There he is. Oh, other people's kangaroos will show up too. Oh, that's cool. So, like, this guy isn't my friend, so to speak. The guy who picked up this kangaroo. But, like, I'm assuming Hayden would be able to see my kangaroo or other animals I bring back to the shelter. Dude, the way they kind of do, like, the multiplayer, quote-unquote, is so fucking sick, dude. I love it. This is the kind of multiplayers I love, man. Just players helping out other players. It's not necessarily a multiplayer in a way that we're used to it, but it's still just kind of interesting and fun. I love it. Alright, we're gonna use... Wait a minute, hold up. Can I want to see if I'm able to deliver orders and use that to help me deliver orders. I don't know if that's possible. I'm gonna look that up, actually. Okay. So you can deliver them. It doesn't give you nearly as much likes. Deliver to Rainy Shelter. Nothing here, like, is something I want to deliver currently. So, I'm just gonna leave that. I was hoping there'd be one all the way to F1, Fort Knot City. That's just where directly I'm gonna go. But there's not, so I'm going to just keep moving on. Keep on keeping on, you know what they say, man. I miss that little dialogue line. I wish I could continue to say it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this fast travel works. At least you can. I'm probably not gonna do that on my own. I'll probably take vehicles and shit. Mostly because I can just maximize the amount of likes I get. Plus, it'll help you get more of the stars in the game. But we'll sleep till morning at least. Okay. So now I can transport between areas. Oh, you can see the whole ship here. How do I do that? How do I transfer from each area?
Damn it. Access to that room is restricted, Sam. It's undergoing renovations. And there's chiral contamination as well. So don't go in. Is that clear?
Huh? I can go to these other areas. I didn't know that. That'll just bring me back to the hangar deck. I can go to the armory? I didn't know I could just go to these locations. Oh, this is how I start training. Okay. I didn't actually want to... Okay, this is how I examine my weapons. Huh. Okay, that's fire. Awesome. I can go back to the private room. What happens if I go to the bathroom instead? I didn't know these things existed, by the way. This is why I'm doing this now. So if I travel to the bathroom, does that just make me take a shower? Okay, it just makes me take a shower. Alright. Yeah, I didn't mean anything because I've already showered. What the fuck do you gotta say? Oh no, you're gonna say the same thing. Fuck you. How do I travel? Assuming it's the ring, right? Yeah, it'd be the ring. Okay. Alright, so let's travel to Fort Knott. How do I do that? How do I chart course?
Please select a destination.
Okay. Yes. So what does this look like? Oh. We just show up there. I don't actually get to see a cool animation or anything of it going into the tar. I guess that works. I was really hoping to see an outside animation, but that's fine. I didn't want to see that. That wouldn't have been super cool or fun or anything. Not at all. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Alright. Back at Fort Knott City. Alright, let's go take a look at our next order, probably the last order of today, before I end this video and finish my 4-video recording session of the day. Probably won't happen tomorrow. I might record 1 video tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. I can't do this every day, unfortunately. Deliver all aid packages to the Northern Environmental Observatory. So, I mean, I'm going to take it there myself, but I couldn't, like, I don't know, like, 2 floating carriers can be, like, together. Well, I'm going to take a truck at first.
Sam, it's Charlie. I'm pleased to inform you that you can now use the map on your ring terminal to check the weather forecast. We utilize information provided by Rainey, as well as local historical data to make predictions. Take them into consideration when plotting your routes.
Okay. How do I do that? It's clearly and obviously going to be raining there. Anywhere else I should worry about? Looks like it's mostly not going to be raining anywhere else, so that's good to know. It's just going to be raining in those areas. Wait a minute. Oh, you can see like where the lines are supposed to go, huh? Interesting. Huh. What is this? Bridge. Oh, obviously. Sorry guys, I'm afraid to inform you that I have found out that I am an idiot. Okay, we're gonna take this direction again. Up to Rainbow Valley. Hopefully we can go through this way without having a problem, but I could go all the way around. We're not gonna do that. We'll go up through here. Back over to the animal shelter. Well, or remove marker. We'll go over here, back up to the animal shelter. Over here. Okay, looks like I can only do so many things. To the tar cannon here. And we'll probably have to go through that to get all the way over here. Alright. I'm ready to go. That's a lot of aid packages. I should have gotten a vehicle. These are not all going to fit on my back. But they're all going on my back for now. I'm going to offload it onto the ground. I'm going to get myself a vehicle. This garage is empty. I'll have to get my actual vehicle out. I can probably just make one if I'm being honest with you. Garage. I wish it would work that way, but I guess it doesn't. Pick up off-roader. Fabricate. Alright. Alright, cargo management. You are all gonna go... I can't seem to place you guys in the off-roader. Probably because I didn't take it out of the garage. Make a lot more sense. Okay. We'll put you guys into the off-roader. The off-roader's gonna have to come with me all the way there. Okay, hold on. We got a lot more aid packages to place in there. I can place those two in my backpack at least. I can carry in hands. That's not what I want. Oh, these are... Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, these are... Oh, these are the not carried ones. Okay, my bad. My bad. I just realized I was taking from the loader. Okay, get you in there. 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 And get you in there. Alright. We are good to... I need ladders. I want my ladders. My 2 ladders that I always need to have on me. Which will attach to my suit. Left hit. Attach to my suit. Right hit. Alright. We're good to go.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
Alright, this is going to be a long trek.
Order accepted. Thank you.
So I will see you guys if I feel like it talking or I feel like something important comes up. Is there a earthquake going on right now?
Sam, Tarman here. A short while ago, the tar currents became incredibly unstable. It's gotten so bad that the DHV Magellan can't travel safely. We're still looking into what might have caused this, and we'll be in touch the second we know more.
They're telling you that right now, so that you don't take the fucking Magellan all the way over there. That is the exact purpose of them doing that. I don't think any of us are idiots, and I think we all knew that right away. Well, good job, everyone. I am proud of you. Oh, hey, look. Someone created a road over here. I didn't even realize this. Awesome. Means I can take the road at least. I was going to take this sideway all the way up there. Just so I didn't have to, oh, I didn't put the battery packs on this one. I should have done that. But I didn't want to have to go through all that BT bullshit over there, so that's why I decided to take this way. Because over there is where all the BTs are. I'm gonna stop here and bring some PCCs with me, just so that I have some to, if I need to, use them for anything. This is where I'm actually going to, how do I view my stuff? I don't remember. Cycle and store. It's not really what I wanted to do, but okay, well that doesn't work. Whatever, I'll worry about it in a second. I don't want to, it's not what I'm trying to do. I could actually. No, we're not going all the way over there. We're not going to the musician. So we're not doing that, actually. I could actually take on more. But, yeah, you lost your mind if you think we're going to do that now. Okay, see if I can remember what the fuck I'm trying to do. I wanted some PCCs. And I wanted to carry 2 of them. Okay. We're going to place these ones on the backpack. It should be fine to just be there. I'm hoping since this all just burned... Oh, I hit a rock. I was like, what the fuck? I'm hoping this is all we just did that fire mission, that this isn't gonna burn this time. Kind of a dick move if it decided to do that again, but... I guess we're gonna find out. Certainly doesn't sound right. But that'd be really mean if you did that. That's all I'm gonna say. Could be a dick move. Here's where I found the kangaroo. Potential gate quake detected. Happens to the best of us, I guess. Oh, it's very hard to drive when it's shaking so much. Measuring 6 on the G scale has occurred. Oh, let me pick up this. Hold up. I can pick up this and bring it to the animal shelter since I'm here. Oh, look, some fellow porters. I didn't even realize these guys were here. It's a stealth hologrenade, a grenade that produces a hologram of an object to hide behind or inside of. Just make sure no one else sees you do so. Perfect for covert operations. Recover is scarce. Unless they activate remotely or after being thrown, can be stored in grenade pouch. Huh, interesting.
We're upping the amount of materials you...
Now display your current porter grade.
This data we've shared with you is the schematic for a holo grenade you can use to conceal your presence. Just toss it somewhere you want to hide, then activate it to generate a hologram that'll fool just about anyone. You can shelter behind, or even inside this hologram if you like. Of course, it won't work if the enemy sees you while you're attempting to hide, but if you use these grenades wisely, you can remain undetected for ages. If you like the sound of that, enjoy.
I do. Appreciate you guys.
Order completed.
What the? There was a gold one. I have never seen that before. That was cool. Huh. Interesting. The animals with scanners range. Animals will briefly display in silhouettes. Is there an animal nearby? Oh, look at that.
Okay.
I can get this little guy. Come here, little dude.
Sam, there's an animal that appears to be on its own.
Oh, I just
This could be
stepped
a
on
good
it.
opportunity to assist the shelter with their preservation initiative.
Hold on, I know what I said. That we're on our way somewhere else. You can leave rescued animals at the facility. Okay. We received news that another animal's been rescued. Thank you so much for your continued efforts. You can leave the rescued animal at any facility that's connected to the chiral network. Okay, but I might as well bring it back to the animal shelter since... I might as well bring it back to the animal shelter since I'm right here. This might be a bad idea if I decide to, keep them on me, personally, before I go right into fighting those guys, because that's what I'm about to just do. There's another one of those gold guys. What do those gold guys do? Huh. Guess I'll find out later. I don't know. They might not even do anything, to be honest with you. Alright, let's deliver these animals here. Alright, I got more animals.
Thanks as always for pitching in. Just give me 1 sec to check the orders.
Yeah.
Oh, since your friend, have you?
I did. Creature Comforter. Deliver a wild animal to the animal shelter for the first time. Animals required to complete orders do not count.
Your little family just keeps on growing. We owe you.
Awesome. Okay. Great. I don't need any more. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. See you guys later. We'll catch you around. I want to go see my animal. I see the little guy over there. Where's my kangaroo? Oh, right there. Nice. Give my, all my little guy the likes he deserves. 138 likes for me, baby. Yeah, I accidentally already stepped on that one. I do want you to know that. Hey, Dollman gave me 10 likes for all that. That's funny. Alright, let's continue on our way and stop getting distracted. How about that? Might be a fantastic thing. I'm unsure though. Alright, I suppose I should use the watchtower here for figuring out where these guys are. So let's do that. I'd prefer if they wouldn't have the music here, but I understand not everyone is recording like I am, so I can't really say all that, I guess. Okay, it's just nice to know who we're dealing with in here. Alright, the music's really gotta go, man. The music's really gotta go. We gotta get out of here. You're okay, doll man. I won't let you fall, man. I got you, bro.
This must be the territory.
There's 9 guys here, and I'm gonna take them all out. Alright, let's go do this thing. Are they seeing me? I don't know. One is. That's okay, because we are going to drop off the backpack here. He is coming up here, unfortunately. That's alright. I'm not going too far from them. Okay, he's coming up here for some reason. Okay, I need explaining how that made any sense, but other than that, whatever. We're gonna move in and take them out one by one. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'll worry about their things after I take them out. I should go up here and take this guy out first, because he's gonna be looking down at that dude. I'm not too concerned on getting the lost stuff right now, because I'm going to a new area. So. Okay, out he goes. You're going to be looking over that direction, so I feel fine coming up behind you. But will that guy see me is the only problem. Maybe I might have to wait till he moves. Hoping that he turns around and goes the other direction. be almost swell. There's two guys out there. They're heading towards the vehicle. Okay, maybe this guy won't go move. So I might have to go take out him. So I might have to leave the guy in the watchtower for now and take him out one by one. Who? Who? Oh, him over there. Is he gonna leave his position to come find me? Doesn't look like he is. Is there a guy up there? There is one up there. There's no guy in there. I am gonna have to take out this guy up here first. And then slowly work my way back around. These guys on top are killer. Okay, he turned around. That's awesome. That's incredible. Oh, he didn't turn around. Well, maybe he'll walk away. How do I get a level 2 assault rifle? Turn and walk, my friend. Turn and walk. Turn and walk. Come on. Do what you all need. Do what you need to do, buddy. Come on. Turn and walk. Do it. Ha 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 ha. Out you go, pal. You got another assault rifle? I don't need one, so thanks anyway, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna slide down here. And I'll take out guy one by one going this way. That guy. Those other two are moving over there. Might slightly be cause for concern. But yeah, no, I'm okay. How, you didn't hear that? We won't ask questions. Hell to the fucking yeah. Those two guys together are going to be very hard to take out. But I can move and go take out that guy up there. And that, I think, is the next goal. The most important question, though, is where are these guys heading? They're actually heading this way. That is not good. Yeah, I know about that. They're not heading this way. I lied. They're going down now. Okay, there should be 4 left after this. Yep. It's those 2 down there and that guy right there. Just one at a time. One at a time. So those 2 guys are going to require more than just the strand, unfortunately. You know what? That's alright. I can't shoot him behind you, dude. Alright, there we go. I do love the music it plays when we get into fights. Alright, I am good to be running around now. Perfect. Alright, we'll go back up there and get our stuff. And we will continue on our way up to wherever the fuck we're supposed to go. A big prickly ball. Echidnas curl themselves up into a ball whenever they sense danger. Watch closely and you'll sometimes see the prickly ball twitching a little bit. It's so cute. Don't touch it though, these spines are very pointy. Too late, I have already touched it. My bad. But
that's the place, huh?
Yeah, that you'd be correct. This would be the place. Alright, man, we're here. What a long fucking journey. Woo. Thanks. I know about the usage being restricted inside facility grounds. It's been a thing since the last game. Alright, there you go, guys. All 20 different packages of aid and care and all that stuff.
Wait, are you Sam? Then does that mean you carried this hefty delivery all the way from West Fort Knott?
I did.
Way to make an entrance. We welcome you with open arms. Now let's get this cargo of yours processed.
Deliver all aid packages to Northern Environmental Observatory.
Thanks so much for taking care of it.
Serious there. Hope will show the world hope in the rain. Music data.
I hope you'll continue to support us in the days ahead.
I got you, man.
All right. Can you connect your Cupid to our facility?
Sir, yes, sir. We are connected. Another one down. Mike Northcott. A lot of flood areas here. Porter suit squares. A suit designed specifically for making deliveries. S-size cargo can be attached to the shoulders and the hips. Its pattern will camouflage you in snow or asphalt. Awesome.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Amazing.
And now we're finally connected to the chiral network. This should make our job so much easier. And to make your job easier, I've gone ahead and shared data for a suit I think you'll love. Oh, right. I also wanted to give you this as thanks.
What the hell? That a staple gun? No. Ah. It's a blade. Look. Blood boomerang. A thrown weapon loaded with Sam's blood. This is especially effective against BTs. The more blood that is loaded, the greater the damage inflicted. But don't overdo it. The boomerang cannot be thrown if Sam's blood levels are too low. Hits to the head do additional damage. Can be stowed in a dedicated holster. Suited for covert operations.
Introducing the blood boomerang. Throw it properly and it'll come right back to your hand. It's a reusable weapon in that regard. Folds up nicely too, so it's quite easy to carry. You'll find it's especially effective against BTs, so give it a try against the next one you meet. With the aid of your network, we should also be able to develop stronger measures to defend against belligerents, which we need since the brigands out west have rapidly improved their arsenal in recent days. Honestly, you couldn't have gotten here at a better time. Thanks be to you, we'll finally be able to focus on our research. As the chiral network has expanded, we're seeing more and more anomalies outside of the bounds of its coverage. This has led the brigands to conclude that the network itself is responsible for the worsening state of the world, which is why they're opposed to its expansion. But it's not like we can sit back and do nothing. If we don't try to improve things, humanity's doomed to go extinct.
Tell me about this blood boomerang.
After I moved to Australia, the locals learned me all the ins and outs of the boomerang. I then designed a new type that's effective against BTs as well. You infuse it with Doom's blood before throwing it. The bigger the charge, the greater the potency. Naturally, most people would have to rely on blood bags sourced from donors, but since you have Doom's, you can also use your own blood on the spot. Unlike traditional firearms, it hardly makes noise. If your enemies don't actually see you throw it, they'll have a hard time finding you. That said, don't expect it to do too much damage to humans. Not unless you manage to hit them in just the right spot, at least.
You said the brigands have improved their arsenal?
One day they started sporting a whole lot more weaponry, including grenade launchers with custom tranquilizing gas rounds. Thing is, the brigands don't have a chiral printer at their base, as far as we know. So, where'd they get all the new hardware all of a sudden? Kind of worrying, don't you think?
Something tells me there's someone named Higgs supplying people with weapons. What sort of things are you monitoring here?
At this observatory, we focus on monitoring the behavior of tar currents. There's a patch of BT territory due north of here, and just beyond it is land that's currently being subsumed by tar. There's no telling when the facility will be lost to the tar as well. So it's important that we contribute to the research and development of countermeasures while we can. Incidents of tar current instability have grown more frequent, but we haven't been able to determine much more than that thus far. Thanks to the chiral network, though, we expect we'll be able to improve our instrument accuracy. We appreciate the help. Best of luck to you, Sam. The tar currents are acting up again. Guess it's back to work for me. Let's both keep on keeping on.
Yeah, you said the line.
That was excellent work, Sam. Thanks to you, the better part of the Western continent has access to our services. Now it's time for you to head north and continue to expand network coverage. It is imperative that you connect all of Australia, stabilizing the environment and eliminating the remaining anomalies. There will be challenges, of course, but I know you have what it takes to overcome them. I expect more great things from you, in short.
Sam, this is Tom here. We believe that we finally determined the location of whatever's thrown the tar currents into chaos. The chiralium levels there are pretty high, though, and BTs are almost certain to be present as well. I hate to ask, but would you mind taking a look for us? It's close to your current position. I've sent you the coordinates. We're counting on you, Sam.
Alright.
Order completed. Well done.
Blood boomerang. Alright. We are actually, so it's over here. We will do that, but we're gonna do that next. Do I have ladders on me? I do. Because this is where I'm gonna actually leave this episode here. So we will head over there in the next episode, but unfortunately I'm gonna leave this one here. There's no private room to go into, but I guess I can go sit in here while it's so I don't get rained out, I guess. But yeah, that'll end up doing it for this video. Look at that, man. Now, if you don't want to listen to some of this, I'm going to read through some of the new things we got here, so you guys can feel free to not, not worry about it. We've already seen all these. And we don't really need to worry about that. These are all just things that we have done already. I'm not going to reread them because, let's be honest, we fucking did them, so. Lou. Where are we at here? Sam first met Lou before he embarked on his mission to connect North America to the chiral network. He was given the job of urgently transporting a corpse that had been discovered in central Knot City to the incinerator. A member of Bridges' corpse disposal team named Igor Frank joined him on the journey. Igor was not a doom sufferer, so he took along a BB pod to detect the presence of BTs, but the corpse started to necrotize during transportation and transformed into a BT. It caught Igor, though not before he was able to give his BB pod to Sam. The void out that followed destroyed Igor in K1, leaving Sam and his new BB all alone in an enormous crater. The BB was Lou, who Sam Sorry, I lost where I was. Sam and his new BB all alone in an enormous crater. The BB was Lou, who Sam took on his journey across North America. It emerges that Lou, which Igor had taken out of storage prior to the mission, had inherited the serial number BB-28 from another bridge baby that had been incinerated. It is also revealed that Lou's stillmother had already died. Rainey. A Doom Sufferer and Drawbridge member who was recruited after her powers were recognized by Fragile. Rainey naturally triggers large timefall showers whenever she goes outside, but she has no control over this power, and has come to hate it. For much of her life, she was ostracized by those around her, including her parents, and persecuted for her differences. At loss for anywhere to go, she joined the UCA's Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative, a desperate move to gain some semblance of control over her life. Fragile, however, saw Rainey in a different light. She noticed that the precipitation which falls in Rainey's immediate vicinity has the opposite effect to ordinary timefall. It repairs damaged objects and restores aged bodies to a more youthful state. This rain became known as Corefall. Since joining Drawbridge, Rainey has been involved in the terraforming of regions that have been ravaged by timefall and other such phenomena. She is 7 months pregnant but suffering from still baby syndrome. Glenn Rain. Glenn Rain acts as the de facto leader of Rainbow Valley. He believes the human extinction can be averted if we can learn to adapt to and improve on the radically altering post-Stranding environment. Environmental changes are nothing new. Climate shifts increase the frequency and intensity of bushfires and flash floods in the pre-Stranding years, as well as the incidence of dangerous earthquakes. Unusual heat waves caused by climate change started the bushfires, and when forests burn, they release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, further accelerating the process of climate change. The warming climate also causes the melting of permafrost and glaciers, which causes sea levels to rise. In turn, increasing water pressure on the seabed pushed down on Earth's mantle, causing it to flow towards volcanic regions. Earthquakes began to occur more frequently as a result. Furthermore, the melting of underground ice led to subsidence, increasing the incidence of dangerous tremors due to tectonic shifts. All these devastating phenomena are connected, and as with climate change, the Death Stranding is likely to have occurred because of humans' excessive abuse of the natural world. Glenn Rain's attempts to improve the environment are informed by an acute sense of these cascading crises. A backpack component that generates energy. Oh, look at that. Animal shelter staff. Extinction has been a natural inevitability since life first appeared on Earth, but it changed dramatically when the arrival of humans. As humanity spread to all corners of the world, advancing our economic and technological powers, we changed the planet around us. Climate change accelerated the rate of extinction across the globe, and a huge number of species were lost during industrialization. Now the Death Stranding has put humanity itself on the brink. Is there a certain irony to this? Are we simply reaping what we sowed? The staff at the animal shelter are pained by humanity's historical foolishness and have resolved to do what they can to protect the world's remaining species. But its 3 staff members, Lauren, Martin, and Lane, need the assistance of the Chiral Network to do so. Perhaps it is precisely the hunger for technological advancement that put so many of our world's species at risk that may yet turn out to be their savior. A holo grenade useful for distracting humans. Yeah, we know that. Mike Northcott. Mike came to Australia as part of the APAC Advanced Expedition, where he joined the staff of the Northern Environmental Observatory. He is observant, sharp, and great people person who quickly made friends with the staff at Cape Fort Knott, F2, the F2 South Distribution Center, and other locals nearby. When Cape Fort Knott was lost to the tar, he was devastated. With everything else lost, the boomerang he had received as a gift from one of his friends who passed away during the catastrophe is a source of great comfort to him. No matter how far he throws it, it always comes back. Despite knowing that such a thing is impossible, a small part of Mike dares to dream that the soul of his friends will one day return as well. Interesting. What else we got here? Wild animals. Many species of animals have become extinct, making all those that remain both precious and rare. Small and medium-sized animals, including humans, have fared better than most, but reduced numbers mean they struggle to find partners for reproduction. Dwindling genetic diversity has also led to an increased risk of disease and reduced resilience to environmental changes. As a result, over 80% of all remaining species are expected to go extinct within 100 years. To prevent this, efforts are underway to capture and protect wild animals, and experiments with artificial reproduction methods are being tested. At the same time, however, new species that appear to have adapted to the post-Stranding environment are constantly being discovered, and the very definition of the word animal is changing. Test subject kangaroo. The kangaroo whose unusual and unexplained behavior has marked it out for special monitoring. It briefly went on the run, but Sam was able to recover it and return it to the animal shelter. Because the kangaroo fled into the forest dense with chiral radiation, the staff of the animal shelter were concerned it may have suffered chiral contamination. But after testing for contamination symptoms, they found the kangaroo wasn't sick at all, but carrying a joey in its pouch. The joey seemed to have undergone some mutation, with its blood found to contain D amino acids. These are extremely rare. Almost all of the amino acids from which Earth's organisms are comprised are L amino acids. Further examination of Joey's cell structure reveals a similarity to that of chiral creatures, prompting the staff to wonder if the Joey was, in fact, in the process of turning into a chiral creature itself. Perhaps that is the reason why that its mother was acting so strangely. As yet, there has been no explanation for why such a transformation might occur. Rainbow Valley. In the pre-Stranding world, Rainbow Valley was a lush paradise known for its hugely diverse variety of animals, but the sudden and severe changes in the local environment brought by the Death Stranding starved its plant life, turning the region into a desert and robbing its wildlife of their habitats. The nearby town became a BT area, its few surviving inhabitants fleeing into the valley. Similar stories are common across Australia. Traveling with the APAC Advance Expedition, Rainey visited these places and terraformed their deserts, returning the environments to their former glory. Rainbow Valley is just one such place whose natural beauty is gradually returning thanks to Rainey's hard work. Animal shelter. Several animal species are unique to the Australian continent and its outlying islands. These include kangaroos, koalas, possums, Tasmanian devils, and emus, but the Death Stranding has had a devastating effect on these creatures. Their numbers have dwindled and some varieties have died out entirely. Many of Australia's already rare animals are now even fewer in numbers. The Australian continent was once part of the supercontinent Gondwana, but began pulling away from the landmass around 140 million years ago. Several million years later, it had completely separated and no land bridges to other continents remained. In that isolation, several species were able to develop and flourish, especially marsupials that could thrive in an environment free of the large mammals that would have been their natural predators. If these species become extinct in Australia, they will be lost to the world forever. The animal shelter is therefore attempting to preserve as many of Australia's unique creatures as possible. It is a responsibility they take very seriously. Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its sister facilities located all over Australia, the Northern Environmental Observatory conducts observations and analysis of its local environment. Ever since the nearby city of Cape Fort Knott, F2, was swallowed by the tar, the observatory has paid particular attention to the tar currents, but the loss of Cape Fort Knott has also cut off observatory's essential food and supply lines, as well as compounded its shortage of local manpower. If things continue this way, the future of the observatory's monitoring activities, and indeed the observatory itself, will be at a serious risk. Monorail, a type of railway developed to transport cargo. The monorail network once spanned the entire Australian continent, connecting mines with cities far and wide. Recently, however, timefall has deteriorated its rail system, and the increased presence of hostile groups and BTs has made it impossible to maintain. Sections of the monorail network can be restored by contributing the necessary materials at their terminals. Detailed information on each section of the monorail network can be viewed on the map by placing the cursor over it. Monorail Northwest Line. The Northwest Line is a coastal monorail route that connects the Cub City of West Fort Knott, F1, to the ruins of Cape Fort Knott, F2, and the North Fort Knott, F3. It is known as a particularly scenic route, running through the number of picturesque landscapes, in particular, the area between West Fort Knott, where terraforming work is ongoing, and the animal shelter, which is surrounded by evergreen trees. It's almost reminiscent of pre-Stranding vistas. The area to the north of the ruins of Cape Fort Knott is rich in mosses and lichens, providing a calming contrast to the bare slopes of the mountains that rise beyond. Interesting. Terraforming equipment. Rainbow Valley had once been totally dependent on Rainey's powers to restore and maintain its local environment, but this new terraforming equipment has been developed to take over the job. Joining together to solve all our problems as one, rather than placing the burden on a single individual, is how humans work best together. Expecting that of everyone might seem like a pipe dream, but the purpose of the chiral network is to make that dream a reality. A shotgun. A powerful firearm, especially effective at close range. Well, we know about this. The upgraded version has a greater clip capacity and pellet density, making it even more formidable. It has also been fitted with a grenade launcher to improve its mid to long range effectiveness. The lightweight shotgun, MP shells. A lightweight variant of the shotgun, a powerful firearm, especially effective at close range. Its streamlined construction allows it to be transported as a compact piece of cargo, making it highly portable. While it sacrifices none of the power of the standard shotgun, the modifications required to reduce its weight mean it has a lower overall ammo capacity and durability. It is equipped with light that can be used to dazzle nearby enemies. Tar cannon, a cannon that sprays fire-extinguishing tar. It can be carried by hand or fixed to the ground to increase its tar pressure. The tar that surges up from the underground has a number of interesting properties, but is not flammable. In fact, it appears to be more effective at extinguishing fires than water. I went to the next thing. Not what I meant to do. Okay, well, I fucking fucked everything up now. Decoy hologrenade. A hand grenade that produces a decoy hologram to draw enemy attention. The hologram must be activated by remote and lasts only for a limited duration. During combat, the hologrenade will produce a hologram of Sam and disorientate the enemy. Outside of the combat, this will be replaced with a hologram of a cute animal to distract the enemy. Beneath their battle-hardened exteriors, the hostiles you'll encounter are still human, making them just as susceptible to the charms of adorable critters as anybody else. One can only imagine the disappointment they must feel when the cuddly creature they go to pet turns out to be a hologram. Stealth hologram, a hand grenade that produces a camouflaging hologram to disguise Sam and his cargo. The hologram must be activated by remote and lasts only for a limited duration. The holograms are very versatile and can be used to hide Sam, pieces of cargo, or enemy corpses. If thrown into a natural environment, the hologrenade will produce a hologram of a rock formation that blends in with its surroundings. In a man-made environment, however, it will produce a hologram of a shipping container. The holograms concealing mule post boxes that you will sometimes encounter in enemy bases work in a similar fashion. A blood boomerang. A foldable boomerang effective against BTs. It was designed specifically for Sam and is stored in a dedicated holster attached to his suit, allowing it to be carried without taking up space as cargo. The boomerang's blade is designed to be filled with Sam's blood. The more blood loaded into the boomerang, the more damage it will inflict on BTs. As you approach a gazer undetected, you can use the blood boomerang to sever the umbilical cord and send them back to the world of the dead. The blood boomerang will also inflict non-lethal damage on human targets. It flies in a special trajectory and will always return to Sam. It can never be lost. Be wary that the boomerang cannot be thrown if Sam's blood levels are too low. Good to know. The upgraded version has an increased cargo carrying capacity. Try cruiser. We've already read this. Electrical attacks will short circuit. Custom components can be fitted to the cargo shelf to further enhance the Tri-Cruiser's capabilities. Pickup off-roader. A delivery truck with large carrying capacity that is capable of traveling great distances. The bigger pieces of cargo can be placed on the rear shelf, while a backpack and the smaller pieces of cargo can be placed behind the seats. Both areas are covered by a roof, protecting the cargo from timefall and enemy attacks. To allow large firearms and grenades to be used while inside the vehicle, its seats must have elevated and opened up. One-handed weapons can be used while driving. For the benefit of users who wish to enhance and tailor their pickup off-roaders to suit their individual styles, the vehicle has been fitted with generic expansion units and weapon sockets that allow for customization. Its security measures will not allow the use of unauthorized weapons. Although the pickup off-roader has a large battery, it will drain very quickly when in water, so be careful. The battery will recharge automatically during sunny or cloudy weather. You can also recharge the battery by using a generator or storing the vehicle in a garage. Electrical attacks will short circuit it. A component that can be fitted to vehicles to increase their battery capacity. A battery unit. Anything else? Bushfires. Bushfires were once mostly caused by oil-rich trees catching fire during hot, dry weather. Since the Death Stranding, however, most bushfires are started by chiral cinders falling from the sky. Bushfires can cause massive damage to life and cargo and are considered a major threat by many porters. Chiral cinders. Sudden firestorms of flaming matter. Chiral cinders are one of the primary causes of wildfires. There is no effective way to deal with them. Should you encounter chiral cinders out in the field, the best response may be to run in the opposite direction. No one is quite sure why chiral cinders originate. Like chiral crystals, they are described as chiral because they are thought to come from the world of the dead. The idea that flaming dolphins, fish, and crabs are raining down upon us because those creatures have been stranded on the beach and certainly makes for a compelling explanation. It is likely that the chiral cinders are just one of many anomalies that occur from an imbalance between this world, the world beyond, and the beach. Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative. Humanity stands on the brink of extinction. Population numbers on a sharp decline. Fewer children are born every year, and communities are more closed off than ever, putting even genetic diversity at risk. In the UCA, efforts have been made to promote human contact in cities, but physical in-person interaction remains difficult and dangerous. With APAS's automated deliveries, many people no longer experience contact even with a porter. Human communities have become more closed off than ever, leading to genetic stagnation. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative has been designed to exchange sperm and eggs from different regions in an attempt to rectify this. Terraforming. An ambitious project to restore life to the desert. Even before the Death Stranding, climate change and humans' industrialization and deteriorating the natural environment, deforestation, large-scale agriculture, mining, and the expansion of enormous cities were all blamed for degrading once arable land until plants could no longer grow within it, and damaging vital ecosystems until parts of the world were all but inhospitable. So colossal was this destruction, some people believe that very purpose of the Death Stranding was to eradicate the humans responsible. The aim of the terraforming plan is simply to reverse the world's environmental damage and restore the planet to its former glory, not only helping humans but allowing the world's diverse flora and fauna to thrive once more. Rennie's abilities have proven an enormous boon to the terraforming project, which continues to proceed at pace. Still mothers. Still mothers are brain-dead women whose unborn children are used as bridge babies. They are kept alive by life support systems at Bridge's HQ and retain a mysterious connection to their children even after they are removed from them. This connection, supported by BB pods designed to simulate the conditions of the womb, allows BBs to connect to the beach and detect the presence of BTs. Post-Stranding environmental phenomena. Alongside the Death Stranding has come void outs, BTs, and timefall, as well as dramatic changes to the world's flora and fauna. This is in no small part due to the increased frequency of flash floods, large-scale wildfires, and gatequakes. significant environmental changes that started to take place around the time the Plate Gate appeared in Australia. One folk theory suggests the floods are caused by large volumes of water leaking from the beach. It's pseudoscience, but has its basis in fact. The expansion of the chiral network has undoubtedly altered the beach, and the imbalance between the beach and this world is certainly the cause of some of the changes that have been observed in the natural environment. The frequency of floods, wildfires, and earthquakes was already increasing pre-stranding, a phenomenon that was attributed to anthropogenic climate change. Some consider the Death Stranding to be the sixth big extinction, and believe its purpose to be the elimination of the humans who had so warped Earth's natural environment. In that regard, the Death Stranding may be thought of as fate that humans brought upon themselves. And there you have it once again, guys. That is going to do it for our video today, man. Look at that. We met Rainy. This is the end of episode, what, 4 through 5? I don't remember what episode this is. I don't know anymore. We're just playing and we're going to keep moving, man. But that was fun. This was a very good episode. Wasn't an insane amount of combat in this one, but a lot more delivering. And a lot of good story points. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're new here, please subscribe for more Death Stranding 2 and other video game videos. After this, we'll be working on College Football 26. And I'm not sure about August yet. I know the games I'm going to play in August, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. Other than that, we got NFL and football videos and WWE and AEW professional wrestling videos as well. Social media is in the description below, Twitter and Instagram. You can go and follow all those. Leave a comment of what you thought of episode 4 of Death Stranding 2 on the beach. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for tuning in.